Good evening, and it's Thursday, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm glad all of you guys are joining me. So come on in. We're going to continue. Hello, Carolyn, Idali, Kim, Wanda, Felicia. Come on in, everybody. Glad you guys are joining me tonight. I'm going to try to do the full hour. If I can. But I'm glad you guys are joining me tonight. Is it dark on Instagram? It looks like it's really dark. But come on in, you guys. So we're gonna pick up with living your standard. But tonight I want to talk to you about something a little different, or included in the standard is vision. So we've been talking about living your standard, knowing your value, having values, knowing your purpose, changing the way you think to change the way you speak. I got a little spot on my lip. But to change the way you talk to yourself, to change your self-talk. Come on in, everybody. But tonight I want to talk to you about, in order to live your standard, you have to have a vision for your life. You've got to see your life the way you want it. You've got to see your life, and I don't mean, not believing God and all of that stuff, but you got to see your life the way you want your life. We sometimes say, you know what, I want a great life. I want to live this great life. I want to have all the money I need. I want to be healthy, but what does that look like? What does that vision look like for you? What does it look like? And so you got to get a vision. In living my standard, I need to have a vision. I need a roadmap. I need direction. Sometimes when you're traveling somewhere, we're going somewhere, we ask somebody, tell me, they say, we ask them, give me the address. I need to know where I'm going. And so we put that information in, because that information is going to take us directly to where we want to go. It's the map quest. It's the map quest, but it's the GPS in our phones. It'll take us exactly where we want to go. So with your life, think about this. What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to go? What do you want? And so what we do every year, the end of the year, we set our goals and we make resolutions, only to set them and then they fall apart by, March or April. We're no longer working on any of those goals. The goals have gone out the window. And so how do we set goals that we keep? So it's not about making a resolution. It's not about setting goals. It's first about having a vision for your life. What do I want from my life? How much money do I want to make? What kind of person do I want to be in the marriage? What kind of friend do I want to be? Where do I want to work? Do I want a job, or do I want a career? Because it's a difference, right? What is it that I really want from my life? So before I set my goals, right, I have to establish a vision. Something my husband has done since we've been married. He always makes a list. He comes to me and he says, tell me what you want. What is it that you want? What kind of car do you want? What do you What do you want to do at the house? What do you want to do with the kids? What do you want to do with your business? And so he takes my list, but then he makes his list, a list of his own, and he sets that list up. But then he has some direction. He has a vision for the family, for the year, for 1 year, for 5 years, for 10 years. And so sometimes, we might think that might be a bit too much. Oh, that's too serious. That's too intense. But if you want different results for your life, and the only people that say things like that that say things like that, that's intense. I don't have time to do all that. That's why you get the results that you get. That's why that's why you live the life you live, and you see other people living the life that you desire, because we don't want to take the time. We don't want to put forth the effort to really put time into our lives to make ourselves better. It doesn't come overnight. It doesn't just happen. It does take work. So if you're going to live this standard with value, knowing who you are, with values and the guidelines to do it, and then with my thought being right, my mind being right, my words being right, now we're ready to establish a vision. So what is it that I want for my life? He makes this list, and then that list is our roadmap for the year, for the next 2 years, for the next 3 years, for the next 4 years, for the next 5 years. And so things start to unfold. So it's bigger than, oh, we got a new car, and oh, we bought a house, or oh, we did this. No. It's all a part of the vision. It's all a part of the plan. And we don't just go out willy-nilly and say, you know what? It's August. Let's go get us a car. No, no, no. If it's not in the vision, we don't do it. We don't do it. And that's with my money. That's with my time, even in my relationship. And you guys hear me say this often. Some of us are around some people that are weights to us. They're not blessings to us. They're not encouragers. They're not lifting us up. And some of y'all know you need to shake the spot with some people. These people, when you start actually establishing a vision for your life and changing directions, getting the direction to where you really want to go, I tell you all the time, some people are going to leave you because they want you to stay right where you are, and we want everything to come to us. And that's not how life works. In order to have this successful life, and I don't mean money. When I say success, I'm not talking about money, but I'm talking about living a standard, a way of living mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. In order to live such a certain way, I told you the other night, you got to do the work. You got to really put the time in. So first, I need to establish a vision for my life. I need to be able to see where I'm going. And so what we do is we first say, well, because I see it, and then even with God spiritually, I see what I see right now, immediate. And then I want God to bless the immediate. When he says, I have an entire plan for your whole life, why are you asking me for the immediate day-to-day things when I have an entire plan for you? He says in Jeremiah 29:11, I know the thoughts that I think towards you. One version says, I know the plans that I have for you. So if you don't know what plans to make for yourself, or you don't know the thoughts to think for yourself, just go ask him. God, give me the vision for my life. Where do you want me to live? Where do you want me to work? Stir up my gifts and my talents. Bring forth the best parts of me so that I can live this successful life. And this is balance. So I need to have a vision for my life, and my vision is my direction. Vision is your direction for your life. So when you start to establish a vision, you need to ask yourself some questions. What is it that I want from my life? Am I sick and tired of my life being the way it is? Am I sick and tired of struggling with my money? Am I sick and tired of being overweight? Am I sick and tired of going to this job? Do I love Fridays and hate Mondays? That means you don't really like where you work. Am I sick and tired of it? What is it that I want from my life? And then ask yourself, where do you want to live? If you don't like where you live, wherever that is, where is it that you really want to live? How much money do you want to make if you don't like your job and they're not paying you enough money? How much money do I really want to make? Because some of us are going to jobs because we need the money, but we don't really like being there. So I'm trading my time that I will never get back in my life for this experience called work to get money to pay bills or to live when I could really be living my best life. And it's all just a matter of choice. But because I have no vision for my life and I have no direction for my life, I have to take my life as it comes. So I live my life on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to work because I got to get paid, because I got to pay these bills. And that's not living. It's not living. So what do I want from my life? Where do I want to live? And you got to ask yourself, let me ask you this. What does your life look like on a day-to-day basis, a year-to-year basis? Does every day look like the same the day before? Is every year looking like the same year? You just do a different vacation location. But my life is really the same. The same people, the same stuff, the same struggles, the same issues, the same problems. And it's because I'm just taking life as it comes. I have no direction and I have no vision. Growth is not happening in me. I'm repeating the same old habits. I'm doing the same old things because I don't have a vision for me. I can't see myself out of this box. And a lot of us are living in this box because I know the box. It's got two sides here, east and west, and it's got two sides here, north and south. I know it's got an opening at the top, and when I don't want things to come in and I don't want to go out, I can close the top on myself. So we live basically in this box, and we live with sight. We don't live with vision. Vision is projecting. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but vision is living with projection. My daughter said most people don't have vision because they can't see possibility. or because you don't have vision, you can't see what's possible for you. And I talk to people all the time that say, well, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's because you have no vision. I can sometimes see more for you than you see for yourself. And I tell people that all the time. No, I see the possibilities in your life. I see the possibilities in your life based on the gifts and the talents you have. I see possibilities for you. But when you have no vision for your life, you can only see right now. And then you start to think, whatever my gifts and my talents are, it's not enough. I don't really have enough. I don't really have enough to step into that possibility. I'm not really good enough to step into that possibility. And it's only because you're functioning from sight and you're not functioning from vision. You don't see what God sees in you. And you need to learn to believe that God has given you vision, but you got to learn to trust him in the vision, for the vision. And what we do is we even do immediate prayers based on sight, based on what we see. We pray for tangible things now. God, give me peace. God, bless me now. God, touch this. God, move this. God, I need finances. God, I need a car. God, I need this. And he's saying, no. If you trust me for the vision for your life, you are a lot of your provision that you're asking me for. A lot of what we go to God for is because we haven't even tried to do it for ourselves. Listen to me. Can you just, and I'm telling you that because people ask, can you just pray for my finances? I can. I have the ability to pray, but you also have the ability to go get more finances. And so it's easier to just ask God for what I can see right now than to trust him for the possibility that's in front of me, which is actually greater than what you have right now. God, give me a vision. Here I am sitting on all my talent and all of my gifts, and I'm waiting for you to send something to my house like the UPS man. And he's saying, what are you doing? Why don't you get a vision for your life? Why don't you ask me what the address is to where you need to go? And then I'll send you the information. And once you get the address, you put it into vision, and then vision will take you where you need to go. You're stalled and you're not moving because you don't have any direction. You don't know how to get there. You don't know what time to leave. You don't know how much time it's going to take. You don't know how long what the distance of it. You don't know what you need to pack to get there because you have no vision. You got all of this talent and all this stuff that you can do, and you're doing all of it in a circle. And somebody told you motion is production, but motion is not production. It's like being on a merry-go-round. It just goes round and round and round and round. But it doesn't take you into the next day. It doesn't change direction. And so we've deceived ourselves to believe because I'm moving, well, I can do this and I can make trinkets and I can make bow ties and I can make, this. Because we believe because we're doing something, we're productive. But it's not actually what you've been purposed to do. It's not with any vision. That's why you haven't made the money you want to make doing it. That's why it hasn't gone to the next level with you doing it, because you have no vision for it. You do events one at a time, one birthday party at a time, one prom party at a time, one wedding reception at a time. You DJ one event at a time. But how is it that these people make all this money and they have a great business doing the same thing that I do? Because they sat down and they wrote out a vision. What is it that I really want to do? What am I good at? How much money do I want to make with this? How often do I want to do it? Because you know what? My struggle with what I want to do, I love empowering people. I enjoy speaking. I enjoy pouring into people's lives. But you know what Natalie's problem is? I don't want to do it all the time. Sometimes I just want to shut the world off, and I just want to be alone for days, just by myself. Listen, but when I'm excited and I want to move and I go back to my vision, I go back to what I want, the money I want to make. I get the money that I want. I do what I want to do. But when I start looking at what I see, I don't want to do it. I'm fed up. I quit. People make me, we get distracted, and all of these things come in. So what is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that you want to, where is it that you want to go in your life? And listen, you might have a talent and it might just be a pastime. It just might be something you do on the side. If that's all it is, keep at it. But if you really got something and you can really make some money with it, when people come to me with their ideas, the first thing I tell them is don't share it with anybody. And then the next thing I tell them is, what's the vision for? Where do you want to go with this? How big do you want this to be? I share it with somebody, and they said, well, I don't really want it to be big. And I said, well, you can't bring God in and he do it small. So he gave you the gift and you want him to come in to bless it, but you want him to bless it small. You don't want him to bless it big. That don't even make sense. So you should keep functioning in sight and not in vision, because vision always sees ahead. Vision always sees more. Vision always sees greater. Vision always sees the possibility. Vision never sees a window. Vision never sees a wall. Vision only sees a door. Listen to me. Vision never sees a window. Vision never sees a wall. Vision only sees the door. Vision only sees possibility. And if you're not ready to move in that possibility, then go back to what your natural eye can see. And you'll keep getting what you get. What separates me from everybody else? What separates me from the people whose lives look productive and mine doesn't? It's because they're doing something I'm not willing to do. They're sacrificing somewhere that I'm not willing to sacrifice. They've sat down and they've written out a plan, a vision for their lives. They've set the plan and they're strategizing every day to bring that vision to pass. And I'm just not willing to do it every single day. I know, okay, I need to exercise and I need to work out. I got a vision. I can kind of see where I'm going, but you know what shuts it down? I don't want to. Well, today I did. No. Vision is long term. It's not one day. It's not a moment. So at some point, listen to me, at some point, in order to get more from my life, and I had to write this down, in order to get more from my life, I have to do more than just want more. In order for me to get more from my life, I have to do more. I have to do more than want more to get more. Does that make sense? So everybody wants more. Everybody wants more money. Everybody wants more free time. Everybody wants more, a greater car. Everybody wants another house. Everybody wants more. Everybody wants a greater marriage. Everybody wants a greater job. Everybody wants greater relationships. But you have to do more than want it. You've got to do more than want more. You've got to be willing to sacrifice and to commit to more. And so if I don't have more, it's not your fault. It's not my parents' fault that they didn't teach me. It's not the school's fault that they didn't teach me. It's not the job's fault that they won't promote me. If I don't have more after I want more, it's only my fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's only mine. And so I can't hold that against anybody else. If I don't have more after desiring more, I just don't want it. And so when you set a vision, the vision, and this is why you set a vision, because I want more. So now I need to get a vision for this more that I want. So my first question is, what is it that I want? I want to do this. I want to work my business, and I want to empower people, and I want to coach people, and I want to speak, and I want to teach leadership, and I want to do personal development. What is it that you want? And then what am I really good at? Because I can set out to go do something and write a vision for it, but I'm not good at that. Well, God, I want to sing to the masses. But Natalie, you're not a singer, so you can't have a vision for singing. What are you good at? Because what we do sometimes is we copy somebody else, you know what? And what they're purposed to do, I'm not purposed to do. I need to find out what I'm good at. What am I really good at? So I'm writing out my vision. I'm good at this. And this might be my ticket right here. So I'm writing my vision. What is it that I want to do? I want to do what I'm good at. Can I be paid? Can I live a successful life doing this? What is it that I'm really, really good at that I'm lowering my value on? I'm lowering the price tag of it. And can this possibly be my shift to my success, to make the money that I want to make, or to leave the job that I want to leave, or to have this extra money on the side? Can this do this for me? What do I need to do? I need to write this vision for it. Could it possibly open doors for me? Could I possibly take it to the next level? Write the vision. The scripture says, write the vision and make it plain. So write the vision for it. At some point, you have to get past, I want more. God, I need more. Can you bless me with more? And he says, before I can bless you with more, before you even, after you want more, and before I can bless you with more, you've got to see yourself operating in more. That's projection. That's vision, and that's projection. After I want more, and before I go to ask God to give me more, I need to see myself in more. Vision says, I see myself driving that. I see myself working in that company. I see myself owning my business. I see myself already healthy. I see my marriage already healed. I see my children already successful. Vision says, no, I see the possibility. I don't care what the reality says, because the reality, listen to me, the reality is a distraction to your vision. So when you start looking at what you do have, and remember we talked about emotions the other day, what stops me from raising my value, raising my standard? My emotions. So here I am looking through sight at reality, and my emotions come in and crush me. You can't, you'll never make that money. You'll always just work at this job. This is all you have. This is all you can be. This is all you can do. And that's not the truth, because vision says, possibility. Sight says, here's a wall. Vision says, here's a door. Listen to me. Sight says, here's a wall. And vision says, that's a door. Don't deceive yourself. It's always a possibility. There's always a way. There's always a way. All I need to do is look at me and find out. All I need to do is look into myself. Everything that I need to be my greatest self is already in me. Nobody's going to bring it to me. Nobody can give it to you. God's not going to pour it from heaven. It's already in you. And when you get up every morning, you need to look at that person in the mirror and say, you know what? I got to work my vision. And that means I got to stop being lazy. I got to stop looking to somebody else for somebody else to help me. Some of us get disappointed because people don't call us back, or because you couldn't meet with me. You better look into yourself, because I probably couldn't call you back because I was looking at myself. Real talk. Because I have those days just like you have those days. Some days I can't talk to nobody because I'm talking to me. Are you going to live this vision, Natalie, or what? I know what you want. I know you want more. I know you want to do this, but you got to be willing to put the time in. You got to be willing to make the sacrifice. If you want more, you got to see more. You got to believe for more. And then guess what? You got to do more. So you can't do what you were doing last year to get better results this year. You have to change what you see, change what you believe, and then change what you do. Listen to me. You got to change what you see, sight. Stop looking at the natural stuff, what you don't have. Start looking through vision, what you could possibly have. And then you got to change what you do. You got to do things totally different, totally opposite. You know what irks me that people say all the time? Well, everybody's doing it. No, everybody's not doing it. Everybody's not. Well, everybody's wearing it. No, not everybody. Not everybody. I'm mindful of the bandwagon. Here comes the bandwagon. Oh, girl, so-and-so is on the bandwagon. Oh, look, they on the bandwagon. And so-and-so is on the bandwagon. I'm getting on the bandwagon. I'm going to do it because they're doing it. I don't get, where's the bandwagon going? I got some questions. I don't just jump on the bandwagon, because my vision doesn't say join the bandwagon. Well, everybody else is wearing it. I probably won't wear it. Everybody else is going. No, I probably won't go. I just don't do the bandwagon. Tell me where the wagon is going. Then I got another question. Who's driving the wagon? And who, depending on who's driving the wagon, where did they get their directions from? I just don't want to jump on the bandwagon because everybody's doing it. I understand the movement, Me Too. I get it. But what I believe, according to my standard, is if any man be in Christ, he's new. I'm not taking away any pain. I'm just saying what works for me, what has healed me, what has healed my brokenness. I'm not a me too. I'm a more than. Because he said, nay, in everything we are more than conquerors. I'm not a me too. I'm a more than. Because me too keeps me stuck in the process. Me too keeps me stuck at the moment. Me too keeps me looking back at what used to be. Me too keeps me emotionally drained. But more than projects what I could possibly be, with all my baggage, with all my hurt, with all my disappointment, with all of my stuff, with all the people that let me down, all the money that I lost. More than a conqueror, come on here, it projects a possibility greater than where I've been. But some things, when you just join in because everybody's doing it, it keeps us stuck in a place. And that's why I keep getting what I get from my life. That's why I keep getting the same stuff. That's why every year my life looks the same. That's why I keep repeating these scenarios with the same people in my life. Because I have no vision for it. I have no direction for it. We accept whatever comes and we justify it. We justify our shortcomings. Well, it's like this because, you know, my job won't. It's not your job's fault. Go get another job. Create your own job. If you don't like the jobs that you work, create your own. Create your own. We have creativity in us. We have all this power. We have all this power in us. And we deny the power because we look at what we can see rather than looking at what we should see, what we should see. Sight is reality. Vision is possibility. I'll keep telling you that. Sight is reality. Vision is possibility. What's possible for me? And possibility has nothing. The criteria for possibility is not where you've been. Vision does not look at your history to define your destiny. Listen to me. Vision never looks at my history, come on here, to confirm my destiny. Because my history has they're opposite, they're night and day, they're oil and water, they don't mix. And so my history will not deny me my destiny. My history can actually be a catapult. It can be a trampoline to take me forward. But we tend to look back at our history and we become defeated all over again. But if you're going to look back at your history, look back at your history with vision to push you forward. Two things I teach all the time. There's a difference between reminiscing and reflecting. And we like to reminisce. When we reminisce, we look back and we get caught up emotionally and nothing happens forward. We don't move forward. We get caught up in reminiscing and we look back and we either come out, oh, happy, I remember that time. We come out angry or we come out sad. But reminiscing has nothing. Reminiscing can't take me forward. But reflecting is to look backwards for the purpose of moving forward. I'm taking the experiences behind me and I'm going forward with it. So you can reminisce for a minute, but you reflect to get your vision together to go forward to opportunity. You got to get a vision for your life. You have to get a vision for your life. You must get a vision for your life. Stop talking about how messed up everything is in your life and how bad it is, and get you a pen and a piece of paper and write down my vision. What do I want from my life? And if you think this is too much, I'm not talking to you. Listen to me. If you think this is too much, oh, she's saying that again, I'm not talking to you. Log off. But if you know you need something better for your life, and for all my pretenders, if you want to continue to pretend that your life is good and you want to continue to look the part, continue to look the part. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to the people who lie in their reality and they believe the lie. Other people know it's just a lie. I'm not talking to you. If you like your life the way it is, toe up and depressed and weary and broke and tired and frustrated and mad with the world and sitting on your lump of log, waiting for God to bring you another blessing, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that really want to get up and do something. I'm talking to people that really want to make a difference in their life. They're not sitting just believing God for another miracle. They're not getting in another healing line. They're going to get up and make it happen because God empowered them to do so. That's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm talking to. You mean to tell me we got all of these people saved, all these people going to church, and I'm talking to Christians right now, and we have no power to change our immediate lives. I'm talking to you. Get up and do something. Well, the Lord gonna make a way somehow. You are the way. If your fingers work and your feet work, and you in your right mind, you are your way. And listen, you might not want to hear this, but this is the truth. You're sitting waiting for a blessing to come from you, and you are your blessing. All of that power in you, all of that creativity in you, all those gifts in you, all that purpose in you, all that talent in you. You don't need another Bible study. You need to get up and do something. Write the vision for your life. Listen to me. Write the vision for your life. What do I want from my life? And no preacher, no teacher, no professor, no supervisor, no president, no congressman, nobody can tell you what you really want for your life. Even if you get a prophetic word, you still have to do something. And I harp on Christians because I'm a Christian, and we're living something contrary to the word of God. We're right in our communities as Christians, and we have no power to make a difference because we're down at the prayer meeting or at another conference. And here we are, the light of the world, the salt of the earth, the difference makers, more than a conqueror. And I'm trying to be a me too rather than being a more than. Something's wrong, you guys. He said, write the vision and make it plain. So when you read it to other people, they'll want to run and tell the vision. But you telling yourself, my life is not that exciting, it's nothing to tell. It's because that's how you live it. Because I meet people that say, what you do? How you live your life like that? How is your marriage like that? How is your family like that? People ask because they can see something different. And so if you want more, stop wanting more, start believing for more, start seeing more, and now you got to start doing more. Nothing comes to you because you sit and wait, or even because you're sitting and praying. You need to do something. He told Abraham, I'm going to make you the father of many nations. And Abraham tried to detour what God said and do something on his own. And we got a mess in the Middle East because of it. Because I tried to detour God's plan. God says, I know the thoughts I think towards you. I know the plans that I have for you. But here you are trying to make your own way, and it's not working. And when you blow the plan, guess what? You got to go back to what he said in the beginning. He had to go back to his wife, Sarah. He had to go back to her because that was the order. And because we don't like what God has set up for us, we try to create our own thing. And that's why you get what you get. That's why your life is the way it is. That's why your marriage is the way it is. That's why your children are the way they are. That's why you blow on your money, just keeps leaving you. Because vision helps you to establish discipline. Vision helps you to commit to something other than your emotional roller coaster. Vision helps you to focus on the bigger picture. Vision directs you. If you get lost, vision will reroute. You know how on your phone it says rerouting, and it's going to eventually get you to the destination if you stick with it. But you got to write the vision. And you got to make it plain. You have to take your life serious. Step away from people that don't take their life serious and they still living paycheck to paycheck, looking like $1 million, but got about 45 cents in their account. Step away from those people, man. Life is too short. Life is too short to be pretending that I'm something. If I can take all that energy and pretend to be something, why can't I just be something? Why can't I just be what I want to be rather than pretending to be that I am? What's important about me trying to impress you with my life when I'm not impressed with my life? My husband is not impressed with my life. My children are not impressed with my life. What is the goal? To impress other people, to make other people think we have it going on and we can't think our way out of a paper bag. What's the purpose of that? When you have an opportunity to live a really great life, I don't want to sit and watch people on TV or watch people in magazines or watch somebody's Instagram and hope and wish that I had their life when I have all the power and capabilities that they have to have the same life if I'm willing to work for it. Listen, what's the difference between you, Oprah, Steve Harvey, everybody that you admire on your Instagram? What's the difference between you and them? Nothing. And if you hear their stories, they started with the same 24 hours that you get every day. They just say, you know what? I need something greater from my life. They just said, I'm going to get something more. I need more than this, and I'm going to get it. I see greater opportunities for me, so I'm going to leave where I am. None of them stayed where they started. They all left where they started. They left and they went to get what they wanted. They had a vision, and the vision took them to what we admire of them today. So you got all these great people on your Instagram and your Facebook that you admire, and you sit back and can't even admire your own life. All the time that you take to admire somebody else, you could be sitting back admiring your own life and thanking God for it. I admire Oprah, so powerful. I admire Beyonce, she's so powerful. I admire da-da-da. They're so I just loved it. You know, they went to, and you just taking your little weekend trip to Vegas because that's all you can afford. But you admiring all of their pictures and wherever they going and traveling and in boats and everything, and you're gonna just go to Vegas for your weekend because you got to be back at work on Monday because that's all you're gonna give you. That's all you can muster up to give yourself. Because I don't have a plan for my life. I don't have vision for my life. I don't have a direction for my life. I don't have a roadmap for my life. So I'm just taking my life as it comes. I'm just kind of taking my life as it comes. As my life shows up, I'm just accepting my life as it is. But then I'm wondering what's wrong, and I'm asking the Lord to bless me, and I'm asking God to give me more. You got to do more than want more. You got to see more. You got to believe for more. And then you have to do more. It's not just going to come because we want it. It's not going to come because we cry about it. It's not going to come because we feel bad about it. It's not coming because of that. You got to write the vision and you got to make it plain. We love to admire other people, but if you're going to admire other people, why don't you admire yourself before you admire others? Find the power in your own life. Find the richness in your own life. Find the talent in your own life. Find the purpose in your own life. Find the plan in your own life. Find the blessing in your own life. Social media couldn't be anything, listen, if we didn't have followers. And I was thinking about that. I was telling my kids that. Look at celebrities. Celebrities have more people following them than they actually follow. Understand what I'm saying? People of a certain standard have more people following them than they actually follow. Because there will always be less people who are willing to go after their vision than there are who don't. Listen to me. 97% of us will not pursue vision, but we will relish in the life of the 3% who went after theirs. We'll hold them up on pedestals and we'll sit and twiddle our thumbs in our lives and complain and whine and just admire their life, because that 3% chose to pursue their vision and 97% of us chose to sit back and complain about ours. Go to your Instagram and go to your Facebook and look and check out the numbers. Just go to any celebrity that you follow. And they have more people following them than they actually follow. And they only follow certain people of a certain standard because, and Bishop Jakes broke this down so tough. He said, because you have giraffes and you have turtles. And giraffes eat where they can see. And turtles eat where they can see. That blew my mind. So giraffes don't come down to entertain turtles. And so we all sit back with an Instagram full of these people that we can't connect with, and we admire them. And I don't even admire my own life. I don't even appreciate my own life that much. To get a vision for my own life, to raise my value, to raise my standard of living. And so when God doesn't come through for me, he just didn't want to bless me. It's just not time. It's not the year of completion. All the stuff that we say. It's not a new beginning. It's not the, stop. Your new beginning is when you start. It's not because of the number 8 or any number. It's not over because you just, no, it's not because of the number 7. It's not because of that. If you live your life in the will of God, it's any time that you move, if you move according to his will. And nobody needs to tell you that. You just need to get a vision. You need to write the vision for your life, and you need to get a plan after that, and you need a daily strategy to make it happen. So Natalie, how do I get a vision for my life? You need to ask yourself some questions. What do I really want from my life? I only get one life, God. What do I want from this one life that I get to live? Because the time that I waste, I cannot get it back. So this is how you write your vision. Sit down and ask yourself one question. What do I really want from my life? What do I want for the relationships that I'm within with my parents and my siblings and my husband or my wife and my children and my friends? What kind of relationships do I want in my life? Where am I going with these relationships? Where am I going with the friendships that I have? Do we just hang out and laugh and talk and that's the end of it? Are we building something? Are we building masterpieces or mud pies? What are we doing? Because you can just always hang out, but we need to do it with purpose and intent. Writing the vision, asking myself, what am I worth to me? Have I lowered my value? And I need to raise my value back up. Have I let my standard down? And I've been just living in this funk, in this place, living in this box. Have I lowered my standard and I've been unaware of it? I'm talking about writing the vision, asking yourself these questions. What am I good at? And I know I'm good at it. What are you good at and you know you're good at it? Don't ask the people around you because they're the last ones to see what you're worth. Understand me, I learned that. The people close to you will sit with you all day for free, but when it's time for you to get paid for what you're worth, they don't see that value in you. They see free value in you. And so at some point, you got to step away. And when you step away, guess what? You can't go back. So all those people miss it. The people close to you that get you all the time, they don't see the value. They don't see the value in you. They're going to lower your value, but you better learn to keep your value high and go to where you are valued. God am I good at what I do? And I know I'm good at what I do. I know I'm good at what I do. And so listen, and you got to be comfortable with stepping away to establish your vision, to do what you're good at. And it won't be among the people you've been close to all the time because they can't see it. They'll see it when they see you on TV or something. And then they're going to start calling you. Then they'll name drop and tell people that they know you. But they ain't using what you gave them. And that's fine. Keep writing your vision. So after you write your vision, now you set your goals. You don't set goals before you have a vision because now you got a car. Listen, now you got a car, but you don't have directions or no gas. We got a car, we don't have no gas and we don't have any directions. You can't go nowhere. So you get your vision, I know where I'm going, and then we set goals. Goals are the vehicle. Come on here. Your plan is the gas. And your daily strategy is you pressing that pedal to keep you moving. So I write my vision. Then I set my goals. Then I lay out my plan. Right? I know this is where I'm going. This is my map. But my goals these goals I have to meet in a timely manner, 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it is, to get to my destination. Once I set my goals, now I lay out a plan. How am I going to accomplish the goals? What am I going to do every day to accomplish these goals? Then whatever I'm doing every day, that's my daily strategy. Every day I need to get up and spend 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 40 minutes here, and 50 minutes here. And all of this is walking that roadmap called vision to what I need to accomplish in my life. And in the process of all of that, listen to me, I'm learning to live my standard. And in the process of learning to live my standard, my life is changing. I'm walking in my more that I see, that I believe, and now that I'm doing. Right? Write your vision. All those questions you have of why and when and how come, write your vision down. You're going to find your answers in your vision. And you're going to find when you write your vision down, you kind of step back and let yourself down. It wasn't the other people, and it wasn't, Later on, we're going to talk about what we allow, allowance and awareness. Things we allow in our lives because we're not aware of who we are. My goodness. Write your vision. In order to live your standard, in order to live your values, in order to live what you're worth, you need a vision. Get off the merry-go-round, just going in a circle. Well, at least, and some of us are saying, at least I'm moving. Yeah, but you're moving and there is no production in it. You might as well get off. You're deceiving yourself. Yeah, it's motion. It's side to side. It's front and back. But there's no production. We're not producing anything. We're not gaining any ground. And so you need to write the vision. And you need to make the vision so plain that everybody in your house, ask your kids what they want. What do they need from you? Include that in the vision. And this is what we're going to bring about. My husband has always had a vision. Every 5 years, I want to do this. Every 5 years, I'm gonna get you a car. Every 5 years, I'm gonna get you a car. Every da-da-da, we're gonna do this. Every da-da-da, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Always has a list, always asking. Always. And once we get the vision, then we do the plan, and then we set the goals, and then we make it happen. And if your life is all over the place and you're not getting from the people that you need to get what you need to get from them, you need to write a vision for your life, and you're going to shift some things. Sometimes that's people. Sometimes that's your money. A lot of times it's my attitude. A lot of times it's my thought process. Most times it's what I say to me. I need to change my habits. I need to change the way I do things. When you start writing this vision down, it should change your life. It should change everything about you. Listen to me. And people close to you are going to notice, because they're going to tell you, because they're not going to like it. Because now you're making me uncomfortable. How dare you? But change anyway. Listen to me. Change anyway. Change anyway. It's a whole lot of things I want to tell you guys to just shake people up. Come on here. We're trying to be politically correct, but we need the truth today. We need the truth. We need the truth. God, we need the truth. We're going to spend all this money fixing ourselves up on the outside, buying hair and stuff. And I'm dying on the inside. And sometimes I want to ask people, why don't you invest in you in a different way? Don't go to the salon for 6 months and save that money and read some books to make you better. I want to say that. But people would be so offended now. Because I see the struggle. I see the struggle. I see the struggle, and you're wasting your money in the wrong area. Go pick up a book to make you better. Go read the scripture to make you better. Change your life. You look good, but you're a mess. And that's real talk. And I'm not saying to you what I haven't said to me. I'm saying it to you because I've said it to me. I'm saying it to you because if you do it, it'll change your life. And everybody wants a better life. Everybody wants something more, but everybody is not willing to do what it takes to get it. So I'll just pretend that I have it. And you get one life to live, and that's how you want to live it. When Nipsey left here, and I didn't even know him, but I started listening to him a little bit afterward, and to hear everybody say the marathon continues. So when I hear people say it, I go, well, what are you doing to continue the marathon? We knew what Nipsey did. We knew what he did. We knew what his marathon was, but you're saying it, but tell me what you're doing for it to continue. Tell me that you met his standard to continue the marathon. Because if you didn't meet the standard that he was doing the marathon in, you should probably stop saying it. Honest, real talk. It's easy to jump on the bandwagon and say the marathon continues. Oh, here come that bandwagon again. But if you're not doing the standard that he was doing in the community and serving the people and stop saying it. You're just saying what everybody else. You're just saying something because that's what we need to say. And no disrespect to him or to his family, but quit saying it because you don't even know what it meant to him. You're just saying it because that's what everybody is saying. Hashtag the marathon continues. If you're not doing it in your own life and you're not doing it to help the people around you, quit saying it. It's like saying I'm blessed and highly favored. You don't even know what it means. Go look in the Bible at people that were favored. You wouldn't want to be favored. You would want to be favored, but you really naturally, you wouldn't want to be favored. Go read the scripture, see how the people in the scripture were favored. Put in lions' dens and put in fire and beaten up and put in jail for nothing and shipwrecked and left for dead. You don't want to be favored. We just say it because it's what everybody else is saying. And then when my car gets wrecked, I'm devastated. No, that's what favor is. When do we get past all of that garbage? When do we get past all of that stuff and really start living life? You get one life to live, and I'm going to live my whole life pretending that I'm somebody that I'm really not. When I had an opportunity to really be myself, and I lived my life the whole time thinking I wasn't good enough. So I pretended to be. I went back to being 6 and I pretended to be. At what point do you shift everything in your life and just live your life to the fullest, no matter what? If you're going to live the standard, know your value. Establish your values. Find your purpose. Change the way you think. Change your thinking from that negative to a positive. Change what you say. Change your self-talk. Change how you talk to yourself. Get rid of your limiting beliefs. And then after you do all that, you're ready to write a vision for your life. What is it? What do you want from your life? That one life you get, what kind of life do I want to live? That is mine and not a life that I see on TV or that I see on social media. God, what is the life for me that will bless my whole life and allow me to leave a legacy behind me? Give me that life. Let me live my legacy now. Because it's nothing to leave. It's what I live that is my legacy. Write your vision. Write your vision. Make it plain. Give it to your good friends that's going to hold you accountable to it. Put it up in your house where you can see it, next to your goals and next to your plan, and go make your life happen. Listen to me. Go and make your life happen, because you possess the power to do that. You possess the power to make your life happen. And only you, by the grace of God, you possess the power. Nobody else can bring it to you. Nobody can feed it to you. You possess that power. Go and live your best life because you can and because you choose to. And when you get into a place where you know what, I can live my best life because I can just live my best life. There are no windows and there are no walls. And if it is a door that's locked, we kick the door down because you can't be denied. Go live your best life. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining in. Please share the video. And if you are interested in joining my mentorship program, the Lady of Legacy mentorship program, it is Everything Life. It's going to be Everything Life. We will kick off September 7th. And our quarterly start date will be October, the first week of October, but we will do a kickoff September 7th. It is a paid mentorship. If you would like to join the Lady of Legacies, you can go to my website, nataliekowens.com, look under mentorship, and the information is there for you to register. I think it's payment plans and yada, 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 yada. But you don't have to email contact me. You can go directly to the website, nataliekowens.com, if you are interested in joining the mentorship program. But it will be Everything Life, and I want serious inquiries only. If you are not serious, it is not free, and we got to do the work. We got to put the time in. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Share this, please, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care.